Okay, so when it comes to this, we have a few goals. It's to make it look like a dinosaur. It doesn't have to be scientifically accurate, it just has to be recognizable by the people watching this. It has to be able to walk, and maybe we can get it to jump or something. Before we start, I'm just going to show you guys, I figured out there's a lot more options than I knew about before. I messed with this a bit. You can change the neural network, and basically how it works is here's your input, and then it goes into the inputs of other neurons. And if the neurons do something that ends up making the score higher, they remember that, and they try to do it again in the future. So having a complex network like this, it allows it to store a lot of memory and hold a whole lot more. Usually there's only one layer in the middle, but I have 3 because my computer can handle that. And because of that, we should be able to get slightly more complex behaviors out of this. So we'll see how that goes. So let's go ahead and design. I have no clue what I'm going to do here. Okay, so we'll do that. And then these really shouldn't be joints, but you can't just connect bones to each other without joints in this. So it's gonna look a little bit like truss, but whatever. We're trying our best. Or I'm trying my best. I don't know if you people watching are trying. As always, it's going to have a triangle for a head because the Illuminati owns this channel. And I think that's gonna do it. So we do this, and then we've got the head coming off here. This doesn't really look like a dinosaur, I'm gonna admit. This isn't really the most impressive thing I've ever made, but I have faith. We just have to build lots and lots of joints so that the entire thing doesn't fall apart. Okay, got that. Looking pretty good. I think that's gonna hold itself together. Let's go ahead and make little spikes on it. There we go. This is going to be so laggy with this many joints. Oh my. Okay, that doesn't look too horrible. And now it's gonna need really, really strong legs to handle this much. So we're gonna put 2 rather large legs on it. Wow, that is a beautiful dinosaur. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was artistic before, but I think there's a very small chance I was actually born with artistic genes. It's gotta be the machine learning algorithm of the real world. I was just the result. Look at that. Okay, its head kind of collapsed in on itself. Let's just fix that very quickly. We'll just give its head a little muscle there. There we go. How does it look? Okay. It's not too bad. It's actually not falling apart, and it's not lagging horribly. That was a little bit of lag to start, I'll admit. The hope is that this thing actually learns how to, like, move. Oh! See? It almost had it for a second. It almost had it. We're gonna have to do a whole lot of generations before we see serious progress. But look at that. Oh, its neck just broke. Oh, that's an issue. It's okay if it breaks its neck. I don't think it really affects the function. Actually, no, we're gonna make 2 changes. A, we're gonna fix its neck so that doesn't break. That's always good. And B, we need to give it little feet. There we go. Now it's got feet. Dinosaur feet. That's just so that it doesn't fall over as often. Hopefully it figures out how to use the feet. Usually the more complexity you give these things, the worse they are. No. There we go. There we go. It's learning how to use them. It did a split, but it's using them to get some traction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mute my microphone, and we're just going to do a really fast take of this. So my computer is now unusable. Congratulations, you guys have occupied it. We'll be back once something interesting's happening. Okay, I've watched this thing fall onto its face far enough times. I know only 67 generations, but I know how to fix this. We're going to do, for the first time, I've never actually tried this before on this game, we're gonna give this thing stubby legs, which I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm hoping it has a good result. Great result. Which it probably won't, because nothing ever goes right on this channel. Am I right? Probably. Okay, let's try this. Stubby legs. Now we have to anchor this to even more stuff so it doesn't fall apart. Nothing better than overcomplicating things, am I right? Those legs should be able to swing somewhat. We can use the tail and this and this. And they should be able to swing like a parallelogram, so this shouldn't be too much of a mess. Come on, your legs should work. Just yelling at it. Legs work! Darn creatures with non-working legs. Why don't you just make your legs work? I have no... Oh! Oh, it fell forward. It looks like it's learning how to use its legs. Lag is becoming an issue, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of a bit of complexity here. Let's look at what we've got and what we can get rid of. Obviously, the spikes are gonna be the first to go. I know, very sad. We'll keep the tail, though, because I feel like that's necessary to, make it a dinosaur. We can turn this into just a single joint here that then breaks down to secure every single other point. I think that's gonna be good. Is that falling apart? No. Look at that. And now it weighs a little bit less too. So maybe these new stump legs will be able to hold it. Oh! Oh! No, you were doing so well for a second. Oh my god. Why did you mess up? Okay, so we have a slight issue with the tail curving inwards. That's fine. We just have to add a single bone there. We need to give some more strength to these. So we're actually going to put some strength on the inside of the legs too. They're going to have to work together, so I don't know how complicated it will be for the neural network to figure it out. But hopefully it learns rather quickly. If it... Oh! Okay, so it seems to be figuring it out. The only issue is the legs can collapse in on themselves, but if we mess around with them too much, they just won't work at all. So that's a better solution. It looks like that leg's starting to puff out now. So let's go ahead and give this some time and see where it goes. See you all in a bit. Wow. I guess we now know why the dinosaurs went extinct. It's pretty clear it's because they couldn't walk. Well. This is highly disappointing. The last thing I can think of is simplify the legs again. But what? The thing's just too heavy. We need to make a mini dinosaur. We have to make a velociraptor. Something a little bit more Okay, let's start with the body. I'm just gonna pull up a picture of a velociraptor to work off of. It'll probably make this a lot easier. Velociraptor. There we go. So, surprised I spelled that right on the first try. There we go. We'll go for that. Let's see if I can get this right. So the tail will come off of here. So the tail will just flop around. So the tail's useless. The little skinny body. Triangle head. There we go. This is gonna work well. It's got a triangle body, triangle head. It's a velociraptor. And now for the legs, we're just gonna go very simple. It's beautiful. It's very close to the source image. So now we just give it some control. We'll make the front leg a little bit stronger than the back leg so that it can hold its face up. And we'll also give it a muscle here to literally hold its face up. Let's see. Come on, man. I believe in you. I should probably believe a little bit less. The tail, it's supposed to drag the tail. But the tail seems to be kind of causing a little bit too much friction. Seems to be causing issues. So let's go ahead and make the tail. This is starting to look like a person. Is that the final form of a dinosaur? It's a person? What the heck? Okay, there we go. How are we gonna make this properly? There we go. That's some beautiful dinosaur right there. Let's evolve that. Yes. Beautiful. Why did that go so poorly? You know what? We're gonna put a joint back here. And now we're gonna do it like this. Very nice. Okay. Let's give this a bit of time. And let's make the seconds per generation down to 5 so that this goes a bit faster. I mean, if it doesn't get the hang of walking within 5 seconds, it's not going to get it within 10. Oh boy. Oh boy, it broke itself. Why is its leg ripping into the rest of its body? That's not good. This leg is pushing up. So let's go ahead and fix that. We need like a joint here to just anchor things onto. Darn it, it's getting more complicated already. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, now this connects here and here, which keeps that all still. I think that's actually good right there. Except this needs to be anchored. Let's try that. How's that? Oh, it's looking beautiful. Its head's twitching a bit, but who cares about that? Let's see if it can learn. Once again, we'll be back when something hopefully interesting is happening. Oh, it's standing up. Very impressive. Let's just go for the first 10 generations like this, because I feel like it's gonna make some big changes during this time. Oh, it's actually slightly using its legs. Now it's doing a split because the feet are getting closer, but it can do better. I believe in you, dinosaur. I believe in you. Learn your muscle coordination, man. You can do it. Yes! Oh, never mind. You're slightly disappointing. Only slightly, though. Oh, boy. These guys are just really bad. Dinosaurs never existed, obviously. That's why this isn't working. Or this is why they went extinct. I mean, either way you want to say it, dinosaurs are a horrible design, clearly. Although, they are good at standing up. It's not like I'm bad at designing them. Jeez, that's not possible. I wonder if we gave them one more muscle for the purpose of pulling the legs towards each other to give them a little bit of extra strength. That may get a little bit ridiculous, but it'll keep their legs from spreading out too far. And that would mean that we could get rid of this, making it slightly simpler. Let's see how that works. Can it coordinate? That's the question. Maybe slightly bigger legs too. No, that looks about right when it comes to... Or we could have it just hop. We could give it one really way that it'll look so much more like a velociraptor if we do that. Because it's like the two legs in front of each other. But we have to give it like a good foot to do this jumping on. Oh, this is kind of... I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a ton of trust in this. But maybe it can figure it out. Oh! Okay. If it starts jumping, I will be so happy. Come on. No, don't faceplant. Do a jump. Do a backflip. I think it needs a little bit more power. Which means a slightly longer muscle. It's not like the power isn't good right now, it's just not balanced. How do we balance it? Well, it's falling forward, which means that the leg needs to be set a little bit more forwards. So if we were to put the leg here, is it possible that this will work? I don't know. Oh no, it's not gonna actually get any traction with its leg now, I don't think. Shoot, it's not falling onto its leg properly. So a little bit further back than that. Right here is where we want it. No, we'll keep the big foot too, because that gives it a little bit more stability. Starting to look a little bit like a kangaroo, but ignore that. Oh, come on! You can do it if you try. I believe in you. I have faith in my creation. Can I make its muscles, like, stronger? That's so annoying. It's able to push itself. I think it will be able to do it. We need to give it some time, so we'll be back. I think this one's gonna work. I think this is it. I had so much hope for this one. Oh, let's reopen it. So if that's not gonna work, I guess we can go to one last simple design Oh, I liked that so much, though. There's got to be a way to make that work. We're going to put the joint, so we're going to make the leg longer. We're going to, that's a little bit too far. We're going to put it down to here, and we're going to make the foot a little bit bigger to hold a little bit more weight. I mean, there's got to be a way to do this properly. And then throw a muscle here and a muscle here. Like, I think we're on the right track. This thing should be able to hop. But they just faceplant. It's so frustrating. They need more weight in the back. That's what they need. There's too much weight in the front. It's front heavy. So you know what? Why don't we make the tail a little bit larger and more complicated? We'll have a few more bones in the back so that it has a little bit more weight. It's also going to look a little bit more like a velociraptor. Okay, that's a little bit. That doesn't look very good. Okay, it's going to go there. We'll make it get a little bit thinner there. There we are. So it doesn't look boxy. And then do a cross here for a little bit of added weight. That doesn't look as velociraptor, but maybe that extra weight, maybe it'll make it successful. No, it's still falling onto its face. I feel like it doesn't matter what I do. This thing's always going to be a failure. Me IRL. We can make a slight attempt at making the tail go into the air. I mean, honestly, I think this is it. I think there isn't much more we can do. We tried to make a dinosaur. We really did, but I don't think this is going to be successful. This doesn't even look like a dinosaur anymore. The good news is that it's no longer falling backwards. The bad news, it's going in the wrong direction now. Oh, it tried a little hop. Oh, it's not trying anymore. We'll give this a chance. Darn you, game. You don't want to give me any functioning dinosaurs. What is this? This is trash. That's what it is. Why no dinosaurs? They even have a kangaroo or something in the game. Oh, that's disgusting. What is that? How does it even work? Oh, well. That's gonna be it for now, guys. We're gonna figure it out later, though, I promise. I'm gonna do some more testing. I thought we'd have it today. We had some cool designs, though. And if you guys want to copy me and put it through a few thousand iterations, we'll see. Maybe if we play with the neural net a bit too, but that's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I will see you all next time. Bye.